Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Untitled CS show, episode 4, I believe, with our first guest. So we're going to look at the cameras up there, but we're down here, so it's going to be a bit confusing for us because usually the camera's sort of above your screen.
We can make it work.
Yeah, we can make it work. With my guest, Danny, sexy Strelchek.
You got it right.
And battery has... the battery on my camera has just gone. What are the chances of that? Right, Daddy, Phil, they can hear you.
Wait, do you have another battery?
I got loads of battery, yeah.
I'll bet.
Go on.
Hello, guys. That's actually funny.
Yeah, you can just talk to them. I'll fix
See,
it.
they
can hear you.
Yeah, I know. I'm seeing if there's any chats. I know. There's nothing.
I'll bring the chat in a second. There is a chat, but I'll bring it up in a second. That is comedy.
That's one job, dude. One job.
Yeah, it's because I left my permanent battery at home. So give me a sec.
I honestly thought you were.
We're back. Oh, we were back for a second. There we go. Hold on.
I'll tell you if it goes on.
No, I can see it on this side. There we go. Oh, is this battery fucking dead as well?
Oh, it works now.
Yeah, 100%. There we go. Great. Right, I'll put this on. Right, Danny, Phil.
Huh?
Phil.
What do you want me to say, dude? What's up, guys? Hope you guys enjoyed the games today. Very stressful last one, but we pulled through.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. That's my fault. That is the worst timing I've ever had in my life. Oh, man. That's like the equivalent of like you hold an angle for like 30 seconds. You peek away for half a second and the guy just walks through and fucking owns you.
That didn't happen to me today, so I'm good.
That did not happen to you today. Right. So, Danny, what happened today? What did we do?
3-0'd.
We 3-0'd. So, today we played in the Yala Compass closed qualifier for the Yala Compass.
Yeah.
And just to give you guys an idea, because I know that people have asked a lot of questions about why we didn't play the Astana qualifier and why we chose to come to Yala Compass. The simple answer is, as you guys may have heard or may be seeing, the Yala Compass qualifier is the best way that we can earn as many points as possible on the Valve ranking system, and basically that's our only shot of qualifying directly to the major or being invited directly to the major.
Yeah.
So we made the choice because the Astana qualifier finished last night in North America. There was very little, well, there was no way we could get from there to the Yala Compass qualifier, which because it has prize money associated with it, has $2,500 of prize money per win or per match. So the winner gets $2,500 prize money, which also means the total prize money of the event is worth $75,000. And there's 5 matches we play, which is quite a good volume of matches, like guaranteed 5 matches. It's pretty high value in terms of VRS points. And doing the math, we basically said, like, hey, if we played the Astana qualifier, we will not qualify for the major, or we will not get invited for the major. If we play the Yala Compass qualifier, we stand a chance. And we have to be in Bucharest on the 4th of April, which is the day after the qualifier. So it's like we just arrived a few days, not weeks.
Yeah,
we arrived a few days early, did like a short boot camp into this qualifier, into Bucharest. Obviously, hopefully we can perform in Bucharest as well. And yeah, if we can win 2 more matches in the qualifier tomorrow, it's going to be very close.
Yeah,
it's not guaranteed. It's not guaranteed that we will qualify for the major. There's a lot of mathematics going on in the background. A lot of things will have to be updated once the tournament finishes and the prize money is allocated and values will change. And it's going to be really close. Like, I think based on the rudimentary math, if we win all 5 games, we will be somewhere around. It's going to be very close, like within a few points, like low single digit points between us and M80. Maybe we're ahead, maybe we're behind. If M80 had lost a single match in the Astana qualifier, or Wildcard had won and then lost, or Energy had won everything, like if anything had happened there that basically wasn't exactly what happened, it would be a lot simpler. We could maybe have just won 4 matches, but we can't control that. That's out of our control.
I like the nail biters.
You like the nail biters? I did not like the nail biters, man. My heart rate was pumping during that overtime.
You're telling me.
It was the round. It was the It was the 11-11 round, the one where we took A like really late on, and it was like a 3v4, and you guys did like a triple push on.
That was 11-11.
Was that 11-11?
Yeah.
I think it was. Yeah.
I fucking mopped those
Yeah,
guys.
the 11-11 game where they pushed. We took Shrek as 3 guys, and they pushed 3 guys.
I killed the guy, and then Mihawk on. I don't remember whoever else it was, but we just all swung.
Yeah. But like getting the entry into A, getting the side, like doing that at 11-11, like, whew, I mean, my heart rate was. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah, I mean that was a close one. That was we had to make something happen. It was 3v5, so had to do something, and that was the opening right there.
Definitely. I mean, we played. Our CT side was a bit rough on the Anubis the last game.
Yeah,
I think that's just CT side Anubis though. Like it's really tough right now. It was
hard.
It was hard when T side wasn't buffed in CS2, and now it's really hard.
I mean, even though it was a 3-9.5, I mean, there was a lot of rounds where they came down to 1v1s or close situations, or a couple of little micro things. So, I mean, the game before our first game on Anubis, those things went in our favor. Actually, they didn't go in our favor in the first couple rounds, but after first 3 or 4, after
were we 5-1 down?
We were 4-1 down, or no, it was like 3-1, and then we won 1, and then we lost, and then we won out.
Yeah, it went to 6. It went to 6-6, and then we won 7 in a row on CT side. Yeah, on T side. Sorry.
There's a couple little micro things. I mean, they were going towards A heavy, but we had, Nick actually got a couple kills, and we were in good situations, but just couldn't retake. I mean, A noob is hard to retake with all the different spots and stuff.
But even in the start of the Messioso game, like we were getting down to like 1v1s.
Yeah,
like really, really close rounds.
I mean, Johnny had the 1v1 that could have, or 1v2 almost, where that could have switched the whole side of that game. So I mean, their money would have been broken. They would have had no op, and then it kind of you just ship by.
I think it was a lot. It was a lot closer than 9-3. Let it seem.
Yeah,
and I mean, our T side on Anubis is clearly very good. So we're it's not the worst thing if we lose the knife round, which we lost all 3 knife rounds today.
Yeah, we did.
We lost all 3 knife rounds today, so we started on the unfavorable side all 3 times.
I mean, honestly, I don't think the Ancient T side is even that bad of a start, because
it's a bit
Ancient as a map right now, I think, is slightly more T sided, so it's not super bad. I think it's I prefer to probably play T side Ancient honestly right now over CT.
Let's just keep everyone updated with what's going on. So I'm just going to bring up the HLTV page for the event because we can. So where are we? Here we go. Screen share that one. Thankfully, it doesn't show all my tabs off, which is nice. Just want to make sure it doesn't show my tabs off. Oh, we can do picture in picture. I want to keep our lovely faces in there.
Yes, perfect.
Oh, there we go. Oh no, wait, this way, other way around. No. Come back. No. Us down there. There we go. Look at that. Nope. There we go. Perfect. Cool. So as you can see, this is the state of play at the moment. We've played 3 games in our group. We played 3 games today, so we had a long day today.
Yeah.
Danny, what time did you get here today?
7:15.
7:15 a.m. So you're still feeling a little bit of the jet lag. Another good reason why we got here a week early before Bucharest. If we played the Astana qualifier, we would have traveled today. We would have landed tomorrow, best case.
I think actually that's what Legacy's doing. They're flying out tomorrow or on the 4th. Actually, they're flying from NA, so they're gonna be jet lagged for sure. Yeah, because that's an 8-hour change actually for Bucharest from NA.
From Central,
yeah. So that's definitely gonna be a tough one for them.
Yeah, and you guys had to go through daylight savings time twice because you went through it.
I was so
3 weeks ago.
If you didn't say anything, I was so confused.
Everyone waking up on Sunday morning wondering why they felt so tired, and it's just another hour sleep.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, damn, dude. I didn't realize that. I thought I got I thought I got 9 hours or 10 hours of sleep, and I'm like, shit, I only got 8 or 9. That sucks.
So this is the state of play right now. So we've played Medisport, Imperial Female, and Nemiga, and we've got 9 Pandas first tomorrow at 1 p.m. European time, and then I think we play Passions at
6 Central.
1 p.m.
Yeah,
1 p.m. Yeah, 1 p.m. 6 Central. Yeah. And then we play Passions at 5:30. European time, which is 10:30 Central.
Yep.
So, those are our last 2 games. Like I said, nothing is guaranteed at this point. Where are we? Hold on. So I'll just bring up the
This page keeps on changing.
Bring up the predictive ranking. So we are at 1049. We need to get to 1123. I mean, technically, also just overtaking wildcard, in theory, gives us a better seed.
I mean, most ideally, stage 2, but I'd be happy to get number 1 seed. It's just a lot easier than. I mean, I think the second group of the group B of like the major or the MRQ is actually a lot harder than obviously group A.
Yeah.
So that'd be decent.
Yeah, we will see how it goes. Like, we're just going to try and win our games. If we don't qualify because the points don't work out, then that's unfortunate. But it's that's life. Yeah, at the end of the day, we had opportunities to win other matches, and credit to M80 for going to Pro League and winning 2 matches. I think they won 2 matches at Pro League, and then they won
Blast Lisbon too,
and then they won 1 at Blast Lisbon. Like, they got 3 LAN wins. That's 2 more than we've got this year. So credit to M80. They went out and did the job they had to do, and we didn't. So that's on us.
Yeah.
I think we're a much better team now than we were back in sort of January, February, like Katowice, Bounty.
For sure.
And we played some teams very closely. Like, we played EF close, we played VP close twice. Liquid was, I think, close on one of the maps, right? Was it Ancient?
Yeah,
like 13-10 or something. Yeah,
I think even the other map was like 39.
Yeah, Ancient, Liquid was close. And who's the other team we played? Oh, the Mongols destroyed us. So ignore
the Mongols. Even though it was 13-7 both game, we had 7 openings on T side against them on Ancient second map, and we just actually gambled. I think they gambled sec like 3 rounds in a row perfectly, and we walked right into it. Yeah. I mean, so that one could have been that one had the potential to be like actually pretty close.
Yeah, and then we just threw Ancient against Saw, and our mental was destroyed for the Inferno.
Yeah,
that is what it is. I mean, we should have closed that out. Was it 11-3? I think we were up.
Yeah, don't remind me.
Yeah. I mean, I had to watch it, Danny. Like,
I had to live it, dude. Doing it instant every round.
Yeah. So we don't know if we're going to qualify directly. We'll hope and pray, and we'll if we go 5-5, we've done everything we can do, and that's all we can do within our control at this point. And if we don't qualify, then we'll go back and play the MRQ, which is, I think, starting on the I think it's the 12th. I thought
it was like 15th through the 19th.
Oh, no, 15th through 17th.
Yeah,
the 15th through the 17th of April. We'll play the qualifier, which right now is looking pretty locked up, actually. I think, like, now the Astana qualifier is done. Like, is there any NA teams? I mean, Danny, you're the next team in line.
Still undone, bro. I guess
you're actually the next team in line.
Some teams actually, or like I got messages from PGL asking like, oh,
can you guys put together a team? Because they have to ask. They have to ask the core, like, hey, can you put together a core?
I'm like,
but like Chop's on.
Well, they have 2 out of the 5.
No, but they have Chop and MOTM, right?
Yeah,
so they could technically get like Steel or Skadoodle.
I think they already have.
But they're already above, so it doesn't matter.
Like they got the EC. They actually kept. I don't know how they did. I don't know exactly what happened, but they kept the ECL spot. So I forgot what exactly they did, who played earlier for them, but I mean they got the ECL spot.
So right now the groups would be like Wildcard, Blue Jays, Getting Info, and Might. And our group would be us, Energy, Marsborn, and Nouns.
Yeah.
Which are 2 very even groups, I think.
And I think obviously there's only 7, like I feel like 7 solid teams in NA right now. So I mean, like everybody that was like through the 7th is like pretty good overall.
So are you drawing the line between?
Yeah, I think like that's just the difference, honestly. Like,
okay,
you can make I think there's like, I'm sure there's probably a team I'm forgetting in ECL right now that's probably could like maybe do somewhat okay. Like honestly, Chill Guys could probably play pretty well, but they're I think they're still far down.
They're called LFO 4 or something. Yeah, the issue is they play pretty good, but they're not winning because they're doing well in ECL, but those ECL games don't count.
Yeah, so it's kind of tough for them.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens with them, but yeah. Right now, it doesn't look like any team, like as I said, the next highest
there's
team,
nothing in NA right now.
Because this is the old PA roster, so they're not gaining any points. USA female, they're not playing together. Actually, wait, is this?
I think Wannagoons is actually playing together. They can't get anything.
Yeah, but there's no points for NA teams to earn now. So I think we're actually pretty locked in with like all of these.
Yeah, nothing.
I think everything here is locked in. The only thing that can change is we can overtake wildcard and
roster can explode too, maybe.
Yeah, technically a roster could explode. I don't know why they would 5 days before the invite, but
I mean,
who knows?
Who knows?
I mean, there's some crazy personalities in NA, so yeah, maybe. But I think they'll all stay together. I mean, I suppose technically, like, someone could try and poach, like, maybe some of these guys. So, like, if they wanted to, like, rip them apart, like, they could, if they want to do, like, a last-minute update, like, because they're not contracted, right? But, like, all these guys are contracted. These guys are contracted. These guys.
There's actually, like,
so, like, yeah, everything's pretty locked in, I think.
It's actually kind of surprising, like, the amount of orgs now actually on NA again.
Yeah, it's good.
It's been growing. Like, Blue Jays coming back was actually, like, because I know, didn't they have, like, an EU team for, like,
Blue Jays have had, like, I think, like, North Macedonian teams. They're a German org. They have, like, a German HQ and stuff.
I feel like when I was, like, playing, like, early on, I remember, like, seeing that team, but I never, like, when I saw, like, that they got signed, I thought it was always, like, Envy. I always thought it was Envy the whole time.
Envy?
Yeah, because Envy literally tweeted out, like, as, like, Fruit Cup and all them tweeted, like, the contract thing, Envy tweeted out saying, like, that, like, they were going to sign a CS team, or, like, they wanted to get a CS team.
All right.
So I'm like, oh, wow.
Well, maybe they'll swoop in afterwards.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I mean, the major playoffs is pretty locked in. Like, Liquid are locked in for Stage 3, which is the old Legend stage. Pain, Fury, and Mibba, I mean, you can't really argue with those guys. As I said, M80, like, they won the games. I think it's really tight between, like, M80, us, and Wildcard. Like, either us or Wildcard could have won games at Katowice or Cluj that could have easily, like, gave us that extra.
Yeah, I mean, if we would have beaten Saul, I mean, we probably would have been. I mean, we probably need to win like 3 games here, honestly.
No, if we'd beaten Saul, we would actually be.
I think that was an 80 or 90 point game.
Yeah, but the points would have been less now.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, if we'd beaten Saul, I think we'd be like 1 match away from beating M80 maybe. So again, it's on us. It sucks a little bit that, like, the events, like, we obviously didn't have an opportunity to qualify for Blast Open, which obviously M80 did, and they won the qualifier. I'm not taking anything away from them. And kind of the same happened with Astana. We have to be somewhere else, or we chose to be somewhere else this time. Like with the Cluj and the Blast qualifier, like, we had to be somewhere else. So, like, M80 kind of got a free run at the qualifier then, which, again, you have to win the game. So, like, it's nothing taken away from them.
I think
it would be nice to have all the teams.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
all the teams in one qualifier, so it, like, really feels earned.
The Astana qualifiers, like, that's like something like, it's something that was, like, already planned out, and, like, Yellow Compass, like, came. I know, like, they were both announced. I mean, it was pretty close. I mean, there's nothing you can do there. But I mean, for Dallas, I am Dallas and the blast spot, that was kind of BS, like, how both of them did it, because there's so much, like, time where they could have actually played those things where we could have came back, or, like, Wildcard could have even came back for, like, those games too. Yeah. But they didn't allow, like, any time. But Blast changed it for SA. They allowed Pain and MIBR to play their qualifier when they were gone, but they wouldn't do that for us or Wildcard.
Interesting. I know that next year.
Well, yeah,
I've looked at the schedule for next year already. There's, like, between, like, January and, like, the end of March, there's, like, 2 days. Like 2 days where there's, like, not a travel day or not an event day.
That's lovely.
So, like, it's actually going to be impossible for any team who attends those, like, first events, like the Katowice's, the Bounty, whatever it is that they all run. There's also a PGL event in there as well. Well, it's not going to be Katowice next year apparently, but that event, whatever that slot is, it's basically any team that attends those events is not going to be able to play any qualifiers. I saw the suggestion.
I mean, that's gonna be in July too for Cologne. If we get invited to Cologne, we can't play, like, the Blast Open qualifier, or is it Star Ladder? I don't know. It's one of the qualifiers, but it's like it's so ridiculous that even happens. Like,
I've seen the suggestion somewhere that that teams should that TOs should run global qualifiers in Europe, kind of like this Yellow Compass one.
Yeah.
Which would allow us to play it. The issue is they have to invite from the global ranking, which means there's no guarantee that you actually have global representation.
True.
Right?
Yeah.
So like, they can run a global qualifier, but then if the CCTs in the EU are just getting the teams all super high up, then, like, you may instead of having, like, a dedicated NA spot, a dedicated Asia spot, a dedicated South American spot, there would just be a global qualifier, but there's no guarantee that you actually get a team even into the qualifier, let alone to qualify from the event.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure I'm completely a fan of that. I think I'd almost rather still have the qualifiers and have to miss out on them, at least than the region is still getting the benefit from it.
Well, I mean, like, it should be a pretty simple task to, like, just, like, look at the schedule and just see, okay, like, let's try to work around this or whatever. Like, those qualifiers shouldn't take that long. to make PGL has like a long qualifier, but it's like 5 days. It's 5 days. That's not even that horrible. But like a lot of these things could be done in literally 3 days.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be that hard to do it. Like, it's like also what you said like a while ago. You can have them like at the end of Cologne playoffs or
during the playoffs. Yeah,
during the playoffs, because if you're already
if you're liquid and you qualify for playoffs, then it doesn't matter that you missed the qualifier because you've already got like the points accumulated, or like you will benefit from it. But like if you drop out like us in like the first stage, like not even the because they do like the first stage, the group stage, and then the final stage. Nick, did you forget your food?
Maybe.
Oh my!
Nick ordered food off my computer and maybe has forgotten it.
Heading your way. Nah, we're good.
He's good. He's good. So yeah, like maybe they can just like try and plan the qualifiers basically around the playoffs for these events, which basically means like if you're successful, you don't need the qualifier as much, and if you're not successful, then you get home in time for it.
That thing also, but also how about the fact that even if like you're at the events, so like for example, for us, we're at Caddo. If we were to like win a game there, we still wouldn't even get the invite to Dallas or Melbourne because the cutoff date for those events are like early, we wouldn't get them because of the new valve rules either. So it's like you're, even if you get it in our situation, it's kind of sucks because we get to go to these events, but even if if we don't win a game there, or if we win a game, like it doesn't really matter. We're not going to still get invited. But if we don't get it just kind of like hurts us either way. Like,
yeah, for sure.
It only helps for like months later, but like those land points are just going to go away after like 4 months, 5 months.
I think the honest answer is there's no easy solution for everything. Like you're never going to satisfy everybody's needs. But I think the main thing that I feel pretty strongly about is that there should be global representation. Like I think saying like, oh, NA teams can get invited to the global qualifier, but what if they don't?
Yeah.
Like then there's no opportunity. So
well, can't they like make it for like CCT? Like, can't they just invite off the global and then like they don't have to like fly you out? Like, can they just say we're not paying for that kind of accommodation?
Well, so that's the second aspect of that is that if they run that global qualifier like that, they would also not pay travel support for you to go to that event.
Yeah.
So like this Yalla Compass, I'm not calling Yalla Compass out for this because that's not the issue. Like we agreed to the terms, it was fine.
Yeah.
But if every single event if every event had all their qualifiers in Europe and every non-European team had to pay for a boot camp to come here for a week, like sometimes boot camps can run up like multiple thousands a week easy.
Yeah, so I'm trying to think what on PA like we definitely I think for everything like for transportation like get to like because we boot camped in Warsaw and then we went to Caddo. We had like we had a car service like they set up a car service for us and everything. I think after everything was said and done, like we each paid like $1,000 a person. So like boot camps are like overall pretty expensive. Like if you're just do it like as like a if you're not even if you're on a salary team, it's still expensive. And especially
I know
especially if you have to pay for flights and stuff too.
Yeah, I have to do.
Like we got lucky because we didn't have to pay for flights.
Yeah, we paid for a few flights. We paid for a few flights. We sort of piggybacked off PGL's flights to Europe, and then we flew ourselves after that to Warsaw, and we'll fly ourselves back to Bucharest on Friday.
Yeah.
So we sort of got PGL to pay the bulk of the flights. We had to pay a little bit extra because the flights were more expensive on the earlier dates. But yeah, we try and be as cost effective as possible, but it's still like multiple thousands usually. Also I should point out that we've only got the 3 US guys at this boot camp. So Holzerk's at home in Norway. JT actually lives in Warsaw, like 5 minutes from.
He's like 5 minutes away.
Like 5 minutes from the boot camp, but like the boot camp location we were at actually charges per person. So it's like, well, he doesn't need to be here. He has to fly to Mexico now. Well, he doesn't have to fly to Mexico. Holzerk has to fly to Mexico to play like North American qualifiers. So we send JT with him just to make it easier. They spend time away when we have to go to North America. So yeah, it's only fair that they get to spend some time at home when we're in Europe, or when we're boot camping in Europe at least. And then I'm just here just to support you guys, and technically filling in as coach today. I have 100% win record as a coach. As a complexity coach, I have 100% win record.
Yeah, it goes, guys.
Nobody's willing to take that conversation yet.
Guys, just killed him. That's why I love that one.
I'm going to put the word coach in a very liberal quotation marks, but technically I'm listed as the coach. I have an HLTV profile page now, actually. Do you want to see this?
Wait, did you actually?
I actually have an HLTV profile page now because I'm coaching. So this is my actual page. This got created today. They found a few little photos for me. Look at these old matches. They haven't actually added me in this match, but like, look at this. I coached in this game.
That's crazy that they actually have
this. This is from 2017. Look at this. Boom. Kind of the same thing happened. I was like the manager of Godsend, and we kind of went like, we need to change. So we've made a change, and then I was like, oh crap, we need a coach. So I stood in as the Godsend coach. So actually, I made my coaching debut at the PGL Major Krakow Qualifier, which was held in the PGL studios, where we will go next week.
Oh wow!
I actually made my debut in that. Oh man, this match, I hated this match. Look at that. It's like the reverse of today.
That's tilting.
KNG and Henny just picked up double AWPs and absolutely roasted us on T-side and Cobble.
That's actually insane.
Schneider had an insane. Look at this T-side from Schneider, bro. 21-7.
That's pretty nice.
Yeah, that was a rough game for me, man.
I was like only playing the game for 2 years at this point.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Oh man. Right. That's covered like the two main topics we had today, which is obviously how we. I mean, do you want to run through the matches for people who missed it?
Yeah, we can.
Like oh god, that's not how you spell complexity, is it?
We can run through.
I hate the keyboard on this laptop. It's sort of broken after a few years. So we played Nimiga.
Yeah, I'm not saying it. I can't, dude.
Played Nimiga.
My English is horrible.
13-6, 6-6, and then we 7-0 on the T side. So again, our T side with Anubis is coming in hot. Danny, you had a game.
I did.
You had a game. You are him today.
I was.
How would you like to? Oh wait, hold on. Share this tab instead. Wow, I wasn't sharing the right tab. They were seeing nothing. They were seeing nothing of what we changed there.
It's okay.
Now we're on the right tab. Right, Danny, you had a game today. Do you want to explain to the fans what exactly 172.7 ADR?
I don't know. Just play morning plugs, and that's what you'll get. I'd played morning plugs all week. I was ready for this game at 10 a.m.
That's true. Yeah, Danny's been getting here at 7 a.m.
Well, I mean, I've been sleeping for a lot of it. Like, this is actually my bedtime right now.
You do go to bed early. Yeah, I'm keeping you up tonight, but we've also got a later game tomorrow, and you need to adjust a little bit. But yeah, Danny's been getting up quite early, partly because of jet lag, partly because he wants. You want to grind before you start prac. You want to be in the zone.
I said this to Johnny when we were playing in 9A. I'm like, I feel like I play better when I get to play like FPL or not FPL, but like just pugs before or like something, because DM's like one thing, but like DM's just such a small aspect. Like it's like whatever. Like I feel like my brain just does not like function if I don't play like something beforehand, like pugs or whatever. Even though it's like maybe not the best quality, it's like something.
Yeah, you like to just sort of get in the field.
Yeah, because like I mean, anybody can just go and DM and run around, but like that's like not the point of like the game. Like there's obviously like other things going on that you need to be aware of and stuff.
Yeah, and then second game we played, Imperial Valkyries. Mm-hmm. This is our first 13-0
with this roster.
Wait, no, yeah.
We probably
first 13-0 in this roster.
No, we probably had some when we played the IM Dallas EU qualifier. I'm sure we did.
The Open qualifier?
Yeah, I think we did. I know we had a 13-1 at least.
Yeah, we definitely 13-1 someone.
I don't remember. I think we might have though. I mean,
yeah, I don't remember.
But I mean, that doesn't count. Like that's not an HLTV. No. So
yeah, JT had a game this time. I mean, yeah, obviously Imperial Female, not the toughest team we faced this year. No. But we did what we had to do, which was win, and we're not gonna we're not going to disrespect our opponents by playing differently and not playing to our full strength. So, it is what it is.
I feel like we kind of treat everybody the same, which is
respectful to your opponents.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to go easy on anyone. Like we go out to win every single round. We go out to win every single duel. And sometimes you 13-0. I mean, Christ, people 13-0 in like major finals.
I mean, you 13.
Well, dude, Vitality made 13-0 Mouse, didn't they, last week?
Yeah,
like a few days ago in a major final.
You guys 13-0'd me.
Yeah, we 13-0'd you. Was that in CS2?
Yeah, it was. It was
Anubis. Oh yeah,
it was like our first Anubis official. We thought we were gonna be slick by playing Anubis, and Did not go well. Did not go well.
Didn't
But then,
go well.
you know, the funny part about that is we played Liquid like a day later, and we lost
You beat
13-10, and we
You
lost
beat-
13-10.
You not beat them.
No, it was a different one.
I thought you beat them. It was
no,
the start
we-
of 2024, right? It was
let's see.
this game here.
Yeah,
There you go. Danny on the receiving end of a 13-0.
bro. I'm like, it was like my third day walking around the map. Actually, nah. I mean, we practiced on the map for like a week maybe, and we're like, oh yeah, like because we were for some reason, like go back to like the video page of it.
The video pitch?
I remember for some reason we were like really scared of like your guys' overpass,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
we were. I mean, like I wasn't really necessarily like nervous about it because I was playing. I feel like I played. Was this before? That was after Forsaken, right?
Yeah, Forsaken was at the end
So
of 2023.
we
yeah.
like on Forsaken, like we played you guys so much that I was like, their overpass is good, guys, but like we can like at least like if we get CT side, like you know we'll start CT, like who knows? But Anubis, we have like legit no experience, and like Ben overall liked like everybody liked overpass. I don't know why we did that, and we actually turned out to go like after this stuff. We still put Anubis, but our overpass to win streak was like we were like 10-0 on it. Like our first loss was against Aurora, and it was a
Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
Let's stick that overpass on. I want to verify this.
we had an insane win streak on it.
Oh wow, that's actually that's solid. Look at that. That's right after you lost to us. Oh no, you banned
No, we
it
didn't
against-
play
you
it,
banned, you
but-
banned it against us. Yeah.
But yeah, we like literally just farmed on it for
Yeah,
so
you
long.
lost to Badass. That's rough.
Oh yeah, that was a.
It's
But that-
I mean,
this-
but they're decent. Like them.
That was before they patched like that was like the wide swing update. Like that was back when like
Oh yeah.
when like the
So
peak.
CS2 was a bit broken still.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
in like Wolfie like kept on saying he couldn't hold anything, so it was like really hard. And I mean, we were actually really good at overpass for a while. Like, we were owning everybody. And yeah, until it was removed. We were at Melbourne when it got removed, and we were so sad.
Yeah, well, I mean, they removed it. They removed it mid Pro League run for us. So
Yeah, you guys were at Pro League, and we were like there.
so week one of Pro League happened,
Yeah,
which was the same time as Melbourne, and we were playing week 2, and then obviously the playoffs. So they remove it week 1.
yeah.
So we have to go through the whole of the group stage, which that was the one we went 3-0. We beat Para, Heroic, and Navi went 2-0, 2-1, I think, or something. And went through to the top 8, and then still had to wait for all the playoffs without overpass, knowing that Dusty was coming back in. And then we had like Dallas like a week and a half after that.
And they were on Dust,
And that was on Dust too. So like we had they removed our best map at the time, basically, which is obviously why we pivoted heavily to Vertigo after that. But we were already good at Vertigo, but like losing Overpass and Vertigo was like kind of our double threat. So they removed our best map, and then replaced it with Dust 2, and we had like 2 weeks less to practice on it. So
I mean, I'm not gonna lie,
rough start.
I'm not too like worried that I wasn't too happy, or I wasn't too like upset when they removed Vertigo. Like, even though I'm not saying I didn't like the map, I'm just saying like
I think Valve's targeting us, honestly.
I wasn't like that upset about it. I'm like I honestly I hate Dust 2. I wish they removed that map or Mirage. Like honestly, I'm not even like if I had to pick one map to remove for Overpass, probably pick Dust 2. Honestly, I think keep Mirage.
I'd get rid of Mirage. I hate Mirage.
I've
had Mirage permaban on my face it for like 6 years. Every now and then I like enable it. And I'm like, oh, maybe it's not so bad.
I'm just thinking about the potential
It's
Mike and
terrible.
Con.
Mike
and Con and Mirage.
Mike and Con would be a demon.
Yeah.
He took his heads off. He wants to listen. He heard his name.
I remember when Overpass got removed. I messaged Mike. I'm like, dude, they just removed Overpass. He goes, are you serious?
Yeah.
And he like looked and he goes, are you serious, dude?
That's rough.
Oh.
So, final game of the day, Danny. This was a nail biter.
Dude, these guys are so lucky. No, I'm kidding. They played pretty well.
Good. I mean, it was a two-sided game. Man, like their economy was just like they saved a lot at the start, so like they still had a lot of money during these rounds, and then it just got like a bit of a shit show. But we had so much money at the end. Like, we just bought buy.
Well, I think it actually is like in this particular match, it felt like we were winning a lot of gun rounds. So when they were saving and stuff,
we lost 4 clutches.
Yeah, I mean,
but we also got 17 entries, so maybe we should have been a bit. I mean, that matches up with the kills almost, the rounds. So.
Yeah, I mean, even though like it's really close on like I've seen like the leaderboard or whatever, 16-13, very close game, overtime. I mean, again, they had some they had a couple clutches that were like big swing rounds, and on our CT side.
Yeah, we
So
could have got
tough.
back into a lot more. Yeah,
It could have. I mean, honestly, looking at the half, like if I'm like thinking about it at all, it's like kind of a little bit of a blur, but it should have been probably like a 6-6 half, honestly. Like, especially with us winning pistol. Like, I think we should have won first gun round. I think we actually almost won the next round after that, but came down like a 1v1 or 2v. Like, it came down to some close rounds.
It's Slow saying he remembers you boasting that you were going to beat us on Anubis, and then you got 13-0'd.
Dude, I said we had something cooked for you guys, but then it didn't work.
Yeah. So I mean,
But,
you had another game, Danny. You didn't have the entries, but man, you were fragging out, man.
Hey, man,
You hitting some filthy shots on those B entries.
Yeah, Mike and I, dude, it was me one round, Mike the next, then Mike, and then me. It just we were getting those kills. I mean, like what I was gonna say on our T side though is like it kind of felt like nice that they were saving a lot and like having like an economy because I rather play Anubis like when they have full buys. Because we can you can expect it like the
it's
rounds
easy
more.
to predict. Whereas
because like
Eco's gonna be wild. Like you just suddenly get pushed by like 5 seconds.
Yeah, like when we did it, like when we B popped like the second round of the game, like they gambled A or gambled mid, one of the two. But like it was easy. Like they saved 4 guns or 5 guns. They could have easily been. They repeat called or they did. I don't know what they did exactly, but it could have gotten scary. Like we did the same thing. They could have easily been there too. So I hate those kind of rounds, especially if we're going to put all in one. But it just kind of depends. But yeah, I mean, that's why I don't like playing against like those ship eyes on that map.
Yeah, it was a good
Very
game.
scary.
Like, very scary. Like seeing like 9 rounds in a row, and then we obviously got 7 in a row? Yeah, 7 in a row.
I mean, also I think there was a round on our CT side where like we went to do something aggressive and like Johnny just dies through smoke insta and we like lose someone else. It's just like there's some like rounds that we really like. I mean, Anubis is always like that. Like obviously, like they can always peek mid insta and like kill you if you're going to try to jump through gap or whatever.
Yeah,
there's obviously a lot of factors. It's like really hard to get openings on CT a lot of the time. But I mean, I think some of it was unlucky and they had some like couple good plays too. So
everyone on our team at least had like a big individual round.
Yeah,
like everyone was chipping in with the big individual rounds. I know JT's stat line doesn't look too good, but he had some fucking impactful rounds.
I mean, he was
opening up, and dude, his calling was insane today. Like
his calling was perfect all day.
Like a lot of the CT rounds were just like little things going wrong, just like bad timings on people like just walking through a smoke or like popping for a smoke. Like there was one time like we completely cleared air main, so like we left it, came back, and then was like, okay, let's reaggress B. Second, we like do a flash and 2 guys run out B. They pop through straight through the A main smoke.
Even in the first game today, like against the first game we played today, there was a round where like Nick kills one A main. I'm the next contact. Mike flashed for me. I kill one, dink the next guy.
Yeah.
Mike kills the guy with full HP. The guy with
no
1 HP, 1 HP passes him, and he fights the next guy with like full HP, does 90 to him, and now it's like Johnny's in a 1v2 with 2 people on like 5 HP, and
really won. Yeah.
He just loses it. It's like those rounds. I felt like that happened actually quite a lot today on Anubis, but that's like just trading and stuff. So it's kind of like unfortunate.
All right, Danny, I'm gonna throw this up on for you.
What?
How many Diet Cokes has Danny had today, and does he notice a difference in European Diet Coke? Well, there's one easy answer to that is
there's no Diet Coke.
There is no Diet Coke in Europe. There is Diet Coke in the UK actually. In the UK, you can buy the silver Diet Coke.
One of my connections, I think it was in Bucharest actually. When I was walking around, they had a Diet Coke Light, or it was Coke.
Yeah, they did
have
have Diet Coke when we were there last time. They had Diet Coke. The PGL were giving us Pepsi Max, but we could get Diet Coke.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, oh, that's cool, but. I mean, I was just like out here. It's Coke Zero, so it's like whatever.
But it tastes fine.
At home though, before I was like actually mopping
it's not stopping Danny drinking it. I'll tell you that much.
I haven't actually been super crazy on it, like as I was the last time. Like the last time, I feel like there was just we had so much that it was like, oh, I just grab it whenever.
All right. Let's see. Let's go back some of the questions we missed. Messioso behind the guys at the major. Can't wait. No, that will that will almost certainly not be the case. So,
Grim, do you have anything for us? No, guys, I got nothing.
No, I got nothing. Just keep coming. Yeah. I'm not that bad, but mostly just motivtional guy. I'm trying to keep the emotions on a kind of a level place. I got it.
Graham be like, rush B.
Yeah. To answer the question, should we? So for the MRQ, so the upcoming qualifier, based on the timeline we're working on now, it's unlikely we will have a coach by then. So it is. Well, there is no coaches for the MRQ because it's online. So we may have a coach. but they won't be like in the server. They won't be able to communicate with the players during the match or anything like that. So there is essentially no coach for the MRQ if we have to play it. But the major itself, we can register a coach up until the 5th of May. And I mean, I'm going to put it on myself and say that if I haven't hired a coach by the 5th of May, then that's a major problem. So I would think so. I would expect that we would have a coach in place by the 5th of May. So any match we play at the major itself should be with an actual coach.
I mean,
but until then, Bucharest, I'll be behind the guys because
it's something you don't want to rush into.
Something I don't want to rush into. Still progressing with the interviews, nearly done with all the interviews. There's a lot of good qualified coaches out there who all bring a lot of different things, and trying to sift through, everyone and, try and weigh up the pros and cons and, see who we should progress with further is taking its time, especially when we're traveling, people losing their bags in countries they're not currently in. Some minor issues that have taken up a bit of my time. So, and obviously, working with the guys here, trying to support them and give them everything I've got while we're here. And it's progressing, but we should have a coach in place by the actual major itself. But for Bucharest and that's the MRQ, we can't have a coach technically. Obviously, we can work with a coach and we can have anti-strats and everything else, but they won't be coaching the team in a sense that they can't actually be actively engaged with the team during the matches. So next question. This is a tough one. Not sure if somebody asked already, but are you guys likely going to have to withdraw from Yellow Compass, assuming you don't gain enough points to skip the MRQ? Yes, is the honest answer. And if we do that, we also, I believe, forfeit all of the prize money we won. So even if we win five out of 5 matches, we would earn $12,500 per the rules.
I think the major might be more important.
Yeah, per the Yellow Compass rules, we would have to forfeit the $12,500. However, the prize money would still count for the ranking. So we would still get the benefit of it that we need. Obviously, the prize money is great, and I know you guys like prize money. Money is good. But we would have to forfeit the slot at the event. I think, being completely honest, our situation is not the most egregious. I think there's 7 teams from the European teams that are playing for the last 2 slots. I know Medisport, Ents, Nine Pandas, Nemiga. There's loads of teams who are actually playing for those last slots.
Medisport actually they messed up bad losing their other game.
They're actually down bad right now. So Medisport are on the brink of going out. Nemiga are playing this. Nine Pandas are playing this. BetBoom are playing this. Ents are playing.
I think there is one more thing in Europe though. I thought too.
No, I don't think there's any more. Well, we can have a look at the events though.
Yeah. I thought there was some small
all events. So this does finish before. So but none of these teams are relevant. United that finishes too late.
These frags.
All of EPL finishes all of ECL finishes too late. Bucharest is too late. So it's a Yellow Compass qualifier. This frags the Challenger Series, which I don't think maybe Nexus. I think Nexus might be. Nexus fell off really hard because of their roster issues. So I don't think any of these teams are.
So it doesn't really matter.
So I think the Yellow Compass is kind of the decider. And like I said, Medisport, Nemiga, Nine Pandas, all 3 of those in our group are fighting for a slot. BetBoom, I think Partizan, Ents. I don't know where. Eclot and Nexus. I haven't really been paying attention to the other group because
I think BetBoom actually was dominating all day. So
we actually don't play the other group because there's no playoffs. So the other group is completely
that would be sick if they have playoffs in this too.
So let's have a quick look at this European ranking. What was it? Partizan. Partizan and Nexus. I mean, 8-31. Yeah, they're not going to catch up now with 3 matches. Eclot also aren't going to catch up with their Passions. Are probably not going to catch up. So it's mostly Ents. I mean, Ents are definitely with a chance.
Ents
Have they played 2 or 3 games today?
They're 1-1. So
they're 1-1. Yeah.
Or no,
they play 3. So they've only got 2 games left, and it's also against the 2 weakest teams, Eclot and Nexus. So Ents.
I mean, they could pass up 9.
Yeah, sure. Ents can definitely pass 9.
They could pass 9.
And that would also keep them above Passion, Eclot. Yeah, I mean, they could definitely pass 9. They could also pass Medisport.
Well, I mean, I think
they lose a game or 2. We've beaten both.
They
these
both
guys
played
already.
each other, and
these the two? I mean, Nine Pandas also. Like, I mean, so but Nine Pandas must have to play one of these two as well. So
I
like,
think Nine Pandas has to
there'll
play.
be some lose trading, if you know what I mean.
I think Nine Pandas has to play both of them.
like someone has to lose between these teams.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I mean, if Ents win their next two games, like I
Yeah,
would
they
expect,
can
I would
make it.
expect them not only to overtake Nine, but they might overtake the loser of this little
Yeah.
battle here. I think BetBoom is safe on 991. I think they're good. I think Nine Pandas are probably safe. And if they lose their games to these guys, they could. Oh no, Nine Pandas play us,
Yeah.
so they can only play one other team. Oh no, they've got 3 matches tomorrow because we us and Medisport are the only teams that played 3 matches. in our group.
Yeah.
So Nine Pandas actually, did they play Imperial? They played Imperial today. So they played Imperial and
No, it was
they played
Passion, I think.
They played Imperial today, right?
Did they? I don't remember.
They played Imperial and
Oh.
Passion. So they've got us, Medisport, and I mean that's crazy. They've got Nemiga and Medisport tomorrow.
Yeah,
Nine
that's
Pandas,
tough.
like Nine Pandas are kind of the linchpin here.
I mean, honestly, I think Metasport's pretty good, but I always thought Nine Pandas is like the scary team. Like they just
I think there's a lot of scary teams here. Like when best of one, like, and there's so much on the line for these teams. Like every team is scary.
yeah.
I mean, yeah. So I mean,
I was even kind of a little bit worried going in new with Metasport because they were picking it so much recently. I'm like,
yeah,
that could be. It's gonna be like they obviously like that game. I like that map, so
definitely.
it's definitely scary.
Yeah. So yeah, I think nine Pandas obviously against these two. Like if they win both their games, like that will drop these two points like quite a bit. Metasport would only have one other match after that, so like they are in serious danger of like Ents overtaking them or them.
Well, I mean, if they would have
9.
beaten Nip yesterday.
No, but Nip aren't worth much. That's the issue. Is like if you look at this Nip roster, like no, I'm not trying to discredit Nip because I think they're a good team. So this is their old roster. Are they above their old roster yet? Yeah, they are.
I
They are
thought
now. But you see here, like they're only worth 815 points, and that was only because of that was only because of the match. Because they beat Medisport, they got so many points.
Yeah,
Like they're actually not worth that much.
I mean, they're gaining a lot of points. They were like pretty low. They were really low.
NIP are going to be like top 30 within 3 weeks. Because they'll get land wins at that Lund event. They should get land wins at Philadelphia. They now have Astana. Like NIP,
they'll be fine
like,
when it hits. They could get maybe squeeze a Cologne invite.
I think they could legitimately squeeze a Cologne invite. I think
they have to win frag though. I think
I'd have to have win frag, but they have to make like the final. I think to like get like 4 or 5 land wins. If they get 4 or 5 land wins, they'll be like top 20.
Well, I think frag's 4 wins.
Yeah, 4 wins, but we're going to beat them, Danny.
Yeah,
so they can only get 3 wins maximum. If they meet us in the semifinals, they can only get 2 wins.
I mean, who knows? They might lose in the group. They'd like honestly.
No, that NIP team's good. When we scrummed them back in January, like with their full roster, they were actually pretty good. The biggest issue they had was the Jax thing. Huh?
What was it?
NIP?
Yeah, we only scrimmed them once.
No.
Jax, I mean? And NIP have only had 1 roster. They just had Jax play instead of
it's their right roster. We only scrimmed them on Inferno once.
It was early on, but they were decent. Like they weren't
bad.
I
mean they were decent.
I think they've achieved what they needed to achieve this season.
I remember staring bodies at scrim.
Yeah, they've achieved what they needed to achieve this season, which is get themselves like up on the ranking, and they've qualified for a big event. So like, credit to NIP. Like it was a rough start. And to stick with it. I mean, they have a good roster. Like on paper, they should do it. They just have to sort of break through.
Well, I guess the EU curse when they come to Philadelphia is no one wins.
The EU curse. No EU team who's attended Philadelphia has ever won.
I mean, Apex lost.
Big Academy lost, didn't?
Yeah,
they didn't win, right?
No, I think no. Oh yeah, no. And then what team came from? Didn't NRG won the last frag? They beat they beat Sharks.
Brazilian team. Wait, has a non-NA team ever won? I mean, it's ATK. Oh, this is
those are cash.
Those are cash cups.
Yeah.
But some of these are lands.
What's the
Fisher College?
I mean, that doesn't count.
Fisher College.
Won, and then I won with Lag, which was...
You won with Lag, which had, like, the Ukrainians in it?
It was Ukrainian, Turk, and Serbian.
But I'm talking big... I'm talking the big frags.
Non-NA-based teams. Let's say I go...
I'm talking the big frags.
The big frags. I mean, Strife won. Strife beat Apex Rebels.
Yeah, I was there. That was me.
Oh, Pain won this one.
Yeah.
But they were NA based back then, so I mean
that's fine.
They're also not EU.
Yeah, no EU team has ever won a Philadelphia, and we are not going to let that change.
I remember that frag finals. That was actually like insane. Oh,
they haven't updated it yet. Shout out to Liquipedia for all the work they do. Very much appreciated. Right, Dan, we got 10 minutes before Jason is going to absolutely destroy us. If we overrun, Jason's going to kill us. So first of all, guys, Jason Lake, our wonderful CEO, is doing an AMA and Ask Me Anything over on the Complexity Discord. If you go to Discord/Complexity, I believe that will take you straight to there. You can also scan the QR code that is on your screen. That will also take you to the Discord. He's going to run AMA from 3 p.m. Central, which I believe is in like 9 minutes. So ask him anything. Obviously, we'll also just quickly run an AMA for us too as well. So ask us anything for the next 5 minutes and we'll try and answer those as well. Don't forget to head over to shop.col.gg. You can get yourself a nice personalized jersey. I've got my name on the back of this one. Danny's got the throwback t-shirt on. So head on over there and you can buy yourself some slick merch, while stocks last, because, we're not going to keep this logo forever. It's the throwback era. We're going to move on. All right, let's get rid of that question. Let's see what questions have we got. The one pain one was online, apparently. That was during COVID.
Oh, yeah. I remember. Oh, yeah. They had like the weird thing, yeah.
Okay. We haven't got any questions coming in right now, so just we'll go.
There might be some up farther
yeah,
when we first started.
I'll scroll up and see if we've got any. I think there was quite a lot when we went.
Yeah.
How many Coke Zero says Danny crushed today?
I don't know, maybe like 7 or 8.
We should clarify they're teeny tiny.
Yeah,
they're European baby size. So
like baby ones.
He's not like crushing like 500 ml bottles or anything.
Yeah, no, not bad.
They go down in like 2 gulps. They're really quite small. What else we got? Still think the show should be called Podplexity, like podcast Plex.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad.
I will take your suggestion under consideration, but right now we are the Untitled CS show. So this is actually a fun question because
I think we only had one timeout.
No, we didn't take a single timeout.
Yeah,
we didn't take a single timeout. Every timeout was the opposition.
Yeah,
because so
we were chilling.
Well, no, just to clarify, the coach can talk at all times.
So there's only pauses when it was a really tilting round. You could tell in those tilting rounds, you can tell Mesport paused the game when they were pretty tilted.
Yeah. So
even Imperial actually did too when there was like some stupid when something crazy happened.
Imperial took their first official timeout at 11-0. So the very last round.
I thought they took 2.
No. So they took a timeout, then called a tech immediately after.
I would have taken a timeout after that fucking pistol round. Holy shit! I would have been fucking losing it.
I mean, there's not much to really talk about though, is there? Like, it's just like, guys, we fucked up. Like, there's not much to really to talk about.
I would have been so mad.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
Messioso and during the timeouts, guys, just kill them.
Yeah. I mean, no, I try and reinforce, like, guys, like, you're doing the right things, like, you're making the right plays, you're communicating the right stuff. Like, if a flash goes the wrong way, or, like, I miss a shot.
I think you're like, guys, it's okay. You just there's just small things like missed flash timings or like a second later on the rotation.
Oh,
you were like listening, like all this stuff. I kind of started I almost started laughing because I'm like. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But it was just funny. It was just funny when you were when you were saying it.
Yeah,
I thought it was funny.
But I think the main thing was like the game plan we had was like correct. I think we were doing I think we were calling the right things.
Yeah,
we were trying to do the right things.
There wasn't like any reason to take timeouts. Like, I mean, we could have also that long tech pause. Like, I mean,
what would I have even said in the timeout? Yeah,
guys,
I think mostly just trying to make sure that reassure the guys that they're doing a good job and try and keep the vibes good. I mean, we're pretty good. Danny's very good at keeping the vibes up. He's a motivational guy. Maybe I can do some voice.
Sometimes I get I cut into Johnny's talking time though.
Yeah, Johnny's good at telling us to shut up.
Guys, let me call.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut the fuck up.
Let's see. I don't think there's many questions in here today.
There's one up there. There's something.
No, but that wasn't like a real question. Like, here we go. We didn't answer this one earlier. Why did Sixy and Grim tweet the exact same message after?
I'm a tweet stealer.
You're a tweet stealer. But not just today. Like, you do it after a lot of matches.
I've done it for like probably the last year, honestly. Because my grammar is just horrible sometimes.
Oh yeah, he posted the same question, so we got that. That's good. Have you guys watched any of the Astana close qualifiers? Yeah, I stayed up till 5 a.m. today to watch the Blue Jays.
Oh, that was today.
That was this morning.
I woke up at like I fell asleep around like 9:30, so the game was like on a couple hours later. I woke up and I was like, I saw first map. I'm like, wow, Blue Jays won. I'm like, all right, they can do this. Like they got this.
Dude, did you see the last round on Dust 2?
I saw it on Twitter
Where they tried to like push 5 guys out long and just got
like
railed
TK
through a
too.
smoke.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I saw like
that was our major slot
yeah.
just fading away.
I mean, they also like fucked up Mirage too. But I mean, I watched a little bit of it at like 5 a.m. I think it was, or 4 a.m.
Yeah.
But I fell like right back to sleep, and then I woke. Okay, actually, a crazy thing. I fell back to sleep, and I had in my dream that like Graham was saying that like we can't get the major spot, like we're too far away. And I wake up, I'm like, dude, the game's still going on. Like, what is going on? I was actually so confused.
Even if that was true, I'd never tell you just to motivate you.
Yeah, I know.
Floofy, I don't quite know what you've suggested there. You said possibly any nouns or NRG, but I'm not sure what the
I
context
think
is.
he casted that one.
If you, maybe he casted it. Yeah, if you add some context, we'll ask the question. Worst map in the rotation, Danny.
Bro, I'll say it.
I mean, already, right?
I mean, Dust 2 or Mirage. Like, I don't really care. Remove one of them. And if I could have the most perfect map pool, add Cache, add Overpass, remove Dust 2 and Mirage, and actually, like, the map pool is perfect.
I don't like the new Cache.
I mean, I've never played new Cache, but, like, I've always just, like Cache. And actually,
I like the way Cache plays. Like, I used to love the original Cache on CSGO. Like, I just felt like I had loads of good timing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I didn't play Cache when I was, like, at like a high level, so I don't really know how it would have gone.
Yeah, Floofy was asking, did we watch any nouns or energy games? I mean,
I watched NRG lose an ECL.
What, to Chicken Coop?
Yeah,
yeah.
I watched them lose a lot of random games.
Yeah, I didn't watch any. I didn't watch many games from the Asana qualifier because they're so late.
Yeah,
like we've been, as I said, like we've been waking up quite early. Like the NA guys, they're jet lagged. They've been trying to push their sort of bedtimes back a bit. But the games like start at 8 p.m. But like most of the games start at like midnight, which is just too late for us to watch in Europe.
Well, like most of the games now start at 4 a.m. for us.
Oh yeah, because of the time zone change over the weekend. Yeah, that's true.
But no, I mean, I watched a couple like a little like highlights or something.
All right, Danny. This is the last question. We've got 2 minutes. Any good and upcoming NA IGLs? I think there's a few actually. I think that there's a lot of unproven ones, but I think there's definitely a few that like have some potential.
I'm trying to think. I mean,
I still feel like Cryptic has more to give with the right players around him.
Well, I don't even know if I don't know if he's actually calling on nouns or if it's Rush though.
I think it's Cryptic,
but I think Cryptic from like everything like I've like heard and like talked like and like been like told and like just like from like just everybody I've known in the scene. Is that like he would like when they were like on boss, I want to see he like kind of like do something and then call around it, but he just like it was more like they didn't have like a super structured thing. Like it was more of just like, hey, I'm gonna do this, guys, do this, get ready to do this or whatever, and it kind of worked out for them. And like, I mean, they were doing good shit like overall. So I mean, it was working for them. But I mean, I think Cryptic can be good. I mean, he has better players on nouns. I feel like so I don't know why necessarily like they're struggling so much more. Because you would think they would be better. So,
I mean, you say that like the Blue Jays roster that he left, the boss roster. I mean, they gave us a lot of trouble in the last 2 Armorons.
Yeah, I mean,
now Snav is there
exactly, and I also think Snav could like I don't know exactly like everything like on Blue Jays. Like I don't know if like Snav like I don't know how Snav's calling style is or anything like that. I mean, like overall so far, Blue Jays has looked pretty decent.
They look solid, right? They took a map off us. Like they took a map off us and they made one close. Like they've
always been good on Ancient like that. Like
that core,
every time Snav's been on like a team and like also that core was also just really good at Ancient always.
Yeah.
I mean, we were in control against them on Ancient and we just like lost some stupid round. Like we were up 7-1 or something. So I mean, it was kind of like I think we lost a couple stupid rounds, but then even in Anubis we lost some like ridiculous rounds that should never have happened. But yeah, I mean, if we played like how we did on Anubis today against them, I mean, I don't think it would be even close. Yeah. Well, I mean, Ancient, I mean, they played well on, so I can't really say anything about that.
I think they would be my 2 picks. Would be Snav and Cryptic.
I mean, I think Ben can actually do. I feel like Ben can like actually keep like.
Is he up and coming though? I
mean, I wouldn't. He's more like I guess like defined in the sense as like an IGL, but I think he can like start teaching like what he's doing on PR right now. That he's building up like the next set of players in the scene. I guess you could say.
Yeah.
I feel like he's honestly the perfect person to do it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like how his like attitude is and like mentality and stuff. So I think it'd actually be good for NA.
Yeah, maybe not the best up and coming at IGL, but certainly
Not upcoming, but like
certainly providing a good part of the
Yeah.
scene by developing players. at
yeah,
least.
I mean, look at me.
Is he the new Sheikh Zula?
Like, look, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't think my play.
Okay, this is a one-word answer question. This is the last question because it is the end. Oh, look, he's look slow. Look at me in slow.
Yeah,
He's the new
Slurp said
Sheikh
the
Zula.
same
Right.
thing.
This is the last question. One-word answer. No justification. You just have to answer it.
What is it? Best NA
Best-
player.
Playing in NA, so no liquid players. So you got like M80 wildcard nouns. Not us. I'll answer it for you. I think Lake is the best player in North America right now. North American player. So like no slacks, no sin.
Yeah,
no
I
bro.
know. I'm thinking. I'm trying to make sure I got everybody.
Shall I bring up the little roster thing for you?
Yeah, actually,
Hold on.
I can make sure I get everybody.
I mean, I'm assuming they're all going to be on the top teams, right? I mean, obviously you've got like Tim. Tim's not on the list, but like those kind of guys. There you go. Obviously not us.
Yeah.
Stu TK?
Nah.
All right, there you go. Well, there's the. Oh wait. M80. So you got Swisher, Rec, Lake, Stan, JBA, Nitro, OC, George, Wolfie, Freshy, Fruit Cup, Slight, Snap. Who's the best player? I mean, there's also more, but that's just like the top 5 teams. Come on, one word answer. Come on, Danny.
I'm going to go. Fuck, that's hard, dude. I mean, it's between Lake or George. Like, I don't know.
Yeah,
Between
George was my second answer.
Like, it's hard to say.
Wow, no, we said no justification. This is it.
Fuck.
Right, that's the end of the show today because we are on a hard timer. Head over to the Discord up there. Scan the QR code up there or just discord.gg/complexity. There AMA happening with Jason Lake starting up right now. Head over there and ask our wonderful video. You can ask me. Ask things more the wider org rather than CS related. Ask him anything. And we will see. Well, I will see you next week live from Bucharest.
Oh, yeah, we'll be from Bucharest.
We will be here for Bucharest, I think, next week, right? It's plus 7 days, 9th. Yeah, we'll be in Bucharest. So next week, live from Bucharest. I will try and get maybe JT, Holzerk, Grim, or Nick on the show.
Get Grim. He loves
Get Grim. Okay, we'll see. We'll see who's available. We'll see where we're at that time. It might just be me, but I mean, we've got the guys, so we'll try and get a guest on the show. We'll see you. Well, I'll see you next week. Danny probably won't. I mean, you can be coming again.
I mean, I'll say hi.
Yeah, if you want to chat. See you next week, and head over to the AMA with Jason over the Discord, and see you next week. Bye, guys.
See you guys.